Raisa, please allow all the participants. Welcome teachers, welcome to today's Discover session with teacher class. Very excited to have you all here. Please let us know your name, your city and your school name in the chat box. Welcome teachers, very excited to have you all here. I'm Umesh and I'll be your moderator for today. Welcome to today's session with CENTA. Please let us know your name and your city and school name in the chat box. Welcome Sridhar sir, welcome Sadav sir. Excited to see people from different parts of the country, Delhi, Mumbai, Faridabad, Aurangabad. So we will just wait for like 1 more minute for all the teachers to join and then we will begin the session. Thank you teachers for joining today's session. So welcome to today's Discover series with CENTA. So we will be exploring the MyCENTA app with the CENTA's founding team. Very excited to have all the teachers here in today's session. So before we begin today's session, I would like to let all the teachers know and show a small video of what we do at teacher class. Welcome teachers. So please allow me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. I would request all the teachers to please switch off their videos. This will help us with the internet bandwidth. We will be able to preserve the internet quality. Raisa, the video is not able to load. I'm trying to get onto YouTube. Are you able to get onto YouTube and play the video?
Sure, give me a moment. Umesh, just give me a moment.
Welcome teachers. Very excited to see teachers from Mumbai, Kerala. So while we are waiting, so let me take this privilege to introduce Priyanka Arya from CENTA. So Priyanka is the Chief Operations Officer of CENTA. She is an IIT IIM alumni. She has been associated with management consultant for a decade now, and Priyanka transitioned to the education space around 5 years back, and is one of the founding members of CENTA. And we also have Karthik. So like Priyanka, Karthik too is one of the founding members of CENTA, a graduate in international relations. He was also a Young India Fellow at Ashoka University, class of 2015. At CENTA, he leads the technology and customer engagement efforts. Very excited to have you all here. Welcome.
Thank you, Mesh.
Welcome, Priyanka. So I'll just like go take the participants through a video, and then we'll do a small poll, and then I'll hand over the session to you.
Okay, Umesh, we are ready. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, please, please.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's loading. Yeah, now I can see your screen.
All right.
Yeah. So welcome to India's only platform to discover education tools. This is how our website looks. You have a tool repository. You have live classes section where you will be able to watch all the previous live classes. You can click on this button to register with us. You'll get all the latest updates when you register with us via newsletters. This is how our website looks. So I'll show you 5 simple steps to become a super teacher. Register with us. We have a community of more than 4,000 teachers now. You can browse through 30 plus curated tools by visiting our tool repository. Here you will find tutorials of online free tools and also offline paid tools. You can explore need specific tools like for online classroom, professional development, virtual classroom. We have 150 plus videos in English and Hindi. So this is our YouTube channel. I'll share the link in the chat box. You can subscribe to our channel. So you will get latest updates about our latest uploads on YouTube. You can register for a free live class from here. And you can share the links with your teachers, which will be shared in the chat box today. Thank you, Raisa. So before we begin, let me just first release the first poll. So I would request all the teachers to take part in this poll and let us know how comfortable do you feel with MyCENTA. So I've released the poll. So at this point, how comfortable do you feel? So let us know whichever option is relevant to you. Please select the option whichever is relevant to you. Only 60 teachers have answered the poll. I would request all the teachers to take part in this poll. This will help us to understand you, and we can like deliver as per the results we see. So thank you, teachers. Thank you for participating in this poll. I'm going to end the poll right now, and I'm going to share the results. So I see like 80% of teachers are unaware about MyCENTA. So definitely you have come to a right place. So today we will explore with Priyanka and Karthik what MyCENTA is, and hoping that by the end of this session you will be able to easily use MyCENTA. So before handing over the session, I would like to share the YouTube link with all the teachers in the chat box. So teachers, please take 30 seconds and visit our YouTube channel, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. So what will happen is you can always come back to our channel and you can watch videos at your own pace. I've shared the link in the chat box. You can save this link. You can share it with other teachers in your groups, in your teacher groups, school groups. So you can always come back and watch tutorials, Hindi tutorials, English tutorials, or you can watch the recorded live sessions, as we are live today as well on YouTube. So you can always come back and watch if you have any doubts or questions. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sai Kumar, sir. Thank you, Reena, madam. Please take 10 more seconds to subscribe to our channel. Hope you will like the tutorials on our YouTube channel. All right. So without wasting any further time, let me hand over the session to Karthik and Priyanka. Over to you, Karthik and Priyanka.
Thank you, Umesh, and welcome to everyone around here. Thanks for joining us for this particular session. Before we take you through MyCENTA, what MyCENTA is all about, and as we understand, like a majority of you are not aware of what MyCENTA is, I would just like to step back a bit and share with you all what CENTA is, because MyCENTA exists in the context of who we are as an organization. So I would just like to share a couple of slides with you and share with you who we are before we move to this. Just give me a moment to share my screen with all of you. So MyCENTA is a community of teachers, and as a platform, we have more than 150,000 teachers on our platform across 6,000 cities, villages, towns in India, and also teachers from abroad. So that's the kind of community which we are talking about, with whom you can interact and share your thoughts, ideas, ask queries, etc. using the MyCENTA platform. But that's not the only thing which we do, as Karthik will take you through it. Just give me a second. I'm not able to move my slide down. Yeah. So CENTA was established about 5 years back with a mission to make teaching a more aspirational profession. And what we mean by that is that teachers who are competent, who spend so much time and effort in improving their competencies and being a lifelong learner, so that they can give more value add to the students whom they are teaching, whom they are interacting with, do get recognized and rewarded for being competent. So what we do, we conduct assessments and certify teachers. And the teachers who are certified, then we try to connect them to a range of opportunities. And these opportunities vary. So these opportunities might be placements in different kind of schools which a teacher would like to get recruited in. They might be simply salary differentials. They might be international jobs, international exposures, rewards and recognition, etc. Or it might be simple part-time opportunities, because if you're pretty happy with your current job, you're working in a school and you're well settled there, but you would want some additional opportunities to supplement either your income or to share your learnings, your experience. You want your peers and other junior teachers to benefit from your experience. We try to connect you to those kind of opportunities. And the hope is, when competent teachers get tangible opportunities which are commensurate with their experience and their capabilities, that would encourage more teachers to take up certification, that would encourage more teachers to improve their competencies, and that would encourage aspiring teachers to see teaching as a viable career option with tangible benefits. So you're not in the profession only because you have passion to teach kids. You're also in the profession because it's an aspirational profession. And that is what we are aspiring for. So that we have a fundamental and sustainable change in quality of life for teachers and get more aspirational teachers in the ecosystem. So how do we go about it? We have certification, which is what we are marking here as assessments. We have quizzes, which help you prepare for the assessments we are talking about. Then you would have learning resources, which again would help you improve your competencies. Discussion groups to engage with those 150,000 teachers we are talking about across the country. Then we link you to career opportunities. And obviously you can contribute your sharing, your learning, your experiences through blogs. And how do we do all these things? We have a MyCENTA app, which helps you access all these features in a very structured manner. And this is where I request Karthik to take you through MyCENTA in a structured manner. Hope you would like our mission. And hence, when Karthik take you through MyCENTA platform, we hope you would like it. And if there are any doubts, confusions, etc., you have or any issues which you want to check on, please feel free to write them in the chat and we'll definitely do our best to answer them. Over to you, Karthik.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Priyanka. Thanks for setting the content. One second.
Karthik, Karthik, you're on mute. Yeah, would you like me to release the poll now?
No, probably a little bit later. Once we get started. There's no echo, right? Because I'm connected, through my phone now.
No, it's all
You're
fine.
able to hear me clearly. Okay,
yes.
Great. So yeah, thanks a lot for setting the context, Priyanka. And it's good to know that 80% of you who are here don't know about MyCENTA. So as Umesh said, you've come to the right place, and we'll get started. So yeah, that slide is quite useful. Now, when we talk about MyCENTA, so MyCENTA is an app, but it's not really an app. So when I say that, what does that, you'll be thinking, like, what does that mean? So there are two types of apps. One app is called, there's something called a native app, and there's something called a progressive web app. Now, a native app is something that you see used typically. It's available on Google Play Store, or it's available on Apple App Store in case you're using an iPhone. But a progressive web app is slightly different from that. And MyCENTA is actually a progressive web app. Now, how a progressive web app functions is it opens in your mobile browser, and then you can pin it to your home screen. And once you pin it or add it to your home screen, it just acts as a usual or a normal app would. So let's get started here. And I'm also going to start sharing my screen so that we'll do it step by step together. So my screen's visible, I guess. Yeah. So first of all, as Umesh has also mentioned in the chat, I'd request everyone to go to m.centa.org/pwa/signup. This from your mobile browser. And yeah, it's free to join. It's open to everyone. It's completely free to join. So so once you are in there, you would probably, in case I'm using an iPhone right now, so it works slightly differently on iPhone. So if you're using an Android phone, you will get the notification or to pin the app to the home screen or add the app to the home screen. If you get the notification, please press on yes. Even if you don't get it, that's fine. You could do that later from the menu section, or you could directly still access MyCENTA from the mobile browser itself. Now, the first thing is let's just click on signing up, and let's see if you're able to sign up. So so first of all, we'll enter the country code. I'm assuming everyone's who is in this room is from India, so no need to change the the country code. And then we'll enter the mobile number. We could enter our email address, post that, and let me just enter some email address. Let me just choose a username for myself. And I'll type in the same password in here. And the referral code field is something that's optional. You can leave it blank. And once you've filled in this information, you can click on sign up. And so once you sign up, and a one-time password would be sent to your mobile number to verify the mobile number, and post that you will be able to access the MyCENTA app. So let's just take a couple of minutes here, and let's just all see if we can, sign up on MyCENTA. And if you're able to sign up, then that's great, because that will make the next part of the session much more useful, because you'll be able to, go through the app, the different sections of the app, in a live manner while I'm talking about it. So, okay, so someone's Rian Melkrani saying already have an account on MyCENTA. That's fantastic. Great. So, and yeah, if you already have an account, you can click, you could log in with your username or password. And in case you don't remember your username or password, you could sign in through your, email address or mobile number, whichever works. So let me try doing that. Okay, so someone's just registered. Nice.
Just please let us know in the chat box once you sign in. Please type I am signed in, so that we know you have signed in, and then we can proceed further. Over to you, Karthik.
And sure, and in case some of you feel that there's some network issue and you're not able to get an OTP, that's completely fine. Probably I'll connect with Umesh, someone from the Teacher Class Foundation team, and then probably we'll just figure out if there's a if we could add you all on MyCENTA through an offline mode. So no need to worry if you're not able to sign up right now. That's completely all right. Referral code, yeah, you could keep it blank, ma'am. You could leave that blank. And yeah, not getting my OTP. Yeah, so that could be a temporary network problem, but as we said, that's fine. You can take a look at the video demo right now, and then probably in some time, you could sign up or sign up yourself later. Or as I said, I'll connect with the tech team post this, and we'll figure out a way to onboard you on MyCENTA. Sure. Okay. Should we move on?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yes,
username is
Karthik,
already.
sure.
Yeah, so Miss Jaime is saying I'm getting username is already taken. Yeah, so it's possible, ma'am. Someone might have already chosen, the username that you like. So we request you to try a variant of that username. Maybe you could put in a numeral at the end of it or something, and then try.
Sure,
Done.
Karthik,
Okay,
I think we
great.
can proceed. Yeah.
Great, awesome. So I think a bunch of us are signed in. So and I'm hoping my screen is visible. So one thing, yeah. So we are on the home screen of MyCENTA now.
Karthik, just a
And
minute.
sure.
Umesh, is it possible to check how many people in the audience have been able to log in? Because if only a minority is able to log in, then many of the teachers will find it very difficult to walk through or understand. Maybe we can just give them a couple of minutes more. But once we understand how many people have been able to log in, is it possible to check that?
So, I mean, one thing is we can use the chat right now, and teachers can let us know, but we cannot like have a immediate number for that.
Sure. I think a lot of teachers are saying that they have done that on the chat. So I am assuming that
Okay,
a lot
Karthik,
of
let's just
us in
then
the
carry
session are.
on. Sure.
Sure. Great. So yeah, so we are on the home screen of MyCENTA. So this is what you see when you enter, the MyCENTA platform or app, as we call it. So the first portion of the screen has a set of banners, and these are banners, depicting the different things which we are focusing on in a specific week, on that specific day in a specific week. So like tomorrow we have a webinar, on as which is a part of a series of webinars that we do every Thursday. So the registration form for that is the first banner. Then we are collaborating with Manipal University on a postgraduate certificate program for teaching. That's the second banner. Then we have our own course and certification for online teaching. So these have so these banners keep on changing almost on a daily basis, and these are some things that we are excited about, and we feel that our teachers would be excited about it, and that's why we don't want you to fish around, and just we're making it available on the home screen itself. So those are those banners. So that's the first portion of the screen, and the second portion is I'm scrolling down. It's opportunities. So any new opportunities which get added to MyCENTA. Now, Priyanka mentioned that the idea or the aim of Centa is to connect outstanding teachers to great opportunities, and that's what we want to do all the time. You're exceptional teachers, and once we have an idea about your competencies and skills through the certification, or or the certification or the assessments that we conduct, once we have or once you have a Centa TQ score, we will be in a position to connect you to opportunities. And these opportunities right now, as the situation demands, the opportunities which are live on MyCENTA are online opportunities. And as a teacher, you can come in, and then you could go through the opportunity. If you feel that the opportunity is something that excites you, then probably you could go through the details and then apply for it. So that's how that's on the opportunities. And of course the webinars is something that I was talking about. So these things are a staple part of the MyCENTA home screen. And so that's one. So now let's just get into the different parts of MyCENTA section by section. Umesh, so I think I don't
Yes,
think it'll be
Karthik?
ideal to share the screen right now. I don't think we should share the slide deck. It'll take away the focus from the screen, but that's completely all right. I'll do one thing. I will start off with Priyanka, we had shared a slide about the different MyCENTA features. So in which we mentioned about 6 features: assessments, quizzes and surveys, learning resources, discussion forums, groups, career opportunities, blogs. So let's just get started one by one. So the first part is assessments, and assessments is as Priyanka said. I think it's probably be useful if I switch devices and share my computer screen now, probably because I would just want to take them through the cycle of the assessments. I'll just switch the host 1 second.
Sure, Karthik. So, Namrata ma'am, if you were not able to follow, please do not worry. You can always watch the recorded session, or in the end, if we have time, I will request Karthik to just show the first step again. All right, over to you, Karthik.
Sure. Sure. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So, for some reason, I'm not able to navigate.
Karthik, do you need any help?
I think your screen is visible clearly. Use
Okay,
page
sure.
down button to move to the next slide.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but I'm not able to navigate to the next page.
Yeah, it will take little time.
That's fine, I guess. I'll just go back to the screen, the mobile screen, and then we could start. is my screen visible again?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the first part that we could probably cover is assessments. So we'll go to yeah, we go back to the home screen. So we'll just take a look at the. Let me just take you guys through the menu first. So the first portion of the menu, or the first part of the menu, is called Get Certified, and this is where the center assessments are. And at center we offer different types of assessments. The Center Teaching Professionals Olympiad, which I think I'm hoping some of you might have heard about it. That's our flagship competition for teachers and teaching professionals. We've been doing that for the last 5 years, and 2020 is going to be the 6th edition of the TPO. So we offer, so that's one. Center Teaching Quotient is another assessment that we offer, and so is Center Micro Credentials. And we'll just come, we'll touch these in a little bit of detail in a few minutes from now. Then is the My Registration section, which is a repository of the registrations that have been done by you in the past, and in case you wanna see like what have I registered for, when is my test date due, you'll find that all those details in here. My performance reports. Now this is a section where once you have taken up an assessment, for me, I can show it right now because for me, I'm using a test ID and it's blank. But when say you've taken up an assessment and you've gotten a score, we'll also be providing you a confidential detailed performance report, which will show you, these are your areas of strength, these are the areas that you would want to build on. And those reports are visible in the performance report section. Then there's something called My Achievements. We've started giving out digital badges to people who are TPO winners and who have a good CENTA score. So we give digital badges to those teachers, and when you have a digital badge, you can share it on different platforms, on your Facebook account, on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp with your family members, whatever. So and it's in a way for you to carry your achievement with yourself all the time on your phone. So that's what my achievement section is. My orders, yeah, I mean it's your cart. We'll come to the different courses or workshops or modules that are provided by our affiliated partners, and that's that those details are visible in your order section. Quizzes and survey, as the name suggests.
Sorry to interrupt, Karthik.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes your voice is not clear. Can you switch off your video? Maybe that will help with the internet connectivity.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so teachers, Karthik's video will be off for now to give you better video experience. All
Sure.
right, Karthik, over to you.
Sure. So the next is quizzes and surveys. We'll get to this portion as well. As the name suggests, these are quick quizzes on different subjects, on different aspects of teaching that you can take up and get a quick dipstick view of where you stand and what you want to improve on. Then, of course, is a MyCENTA blog, one of our more loved sections of the app, where you can see the writings by other teachers, and also you can contribute your own writings, news and events, and yeah, log out. And of course, there is a menu on the top right corner where you can see your profile, any of the other usual stuff that you would want to do, like resetting your username or password, logging out, and all of that. So that's there on the top right corner. So yeah, so we've gotten that out of the way. So let's get started section by section. So the first one is Get Certified, and this section correlates to the whole point of assessments, which was there in one of Priyanka's slides. And as I said, we offer different types of assessments: the Center Teaching Professionals Olympiad, Center Teaching Quotient, Micro Credentials, and so forth. And the registrations for Center Teaching Professionals Olympiad are on right now. And the Center, it's a two-stage process. The Center Teaching Quotient is the first stage. You can register and take up the TQ at any point of time, and in case and it's completely online. It's a 90-minute test. You can take it up anytime, anywhere, at your convenience. And if you score above 50, you'll get a digital badge as well. And the top 5,000 scorers in the TQ in a year, they get invited to take up the Teaching Professionals Olympiad, which is going to happen in the month of December, which is our flagship international competition for teachers. And so that's and this is the section where you will find the registration details about the different certifications that we offer. So that's a get certified section. I'm not going to go into my registrations and my performance report section, or even my achievements for that matter, because all of those are related to the assessments that we take up. Now let's get to the learning section of the app, which is one of the most visited sections, and also something which teachers really like about it. Yeah. So as you can see, this section consists of two parts. One could say one is the learning resources, and the other is the online courses from Centa and affiliated partner resources. Now, the learning resources, uh, these are a set of free curated resources that are, if I have to, the best word to describe would be aligned to Centa standards. Whatever we do at Centa, Centa standards in a way is, the bedrock of everything that we do at Centa. All our assessments, our learning resources, the partners, our affiliated partners, the modules or courses that we provide, the webinars we conduct, everything is assigned to Centa standards. And Centa standards is basically a framework of competencies, teaching competencies. So if you are, say, a teacher with 6 years of experience and you're teaching a specific grade, then the expectation is that you'll have these set of competencies, where as far as subject expertise is concerned, or these set of competencies as far as content development is concerned. That is Centa standards, and the Centa standards document is available on the internet. It's a free document available to all. And so everything, as I said, is mapped to Centa standards, including this section called learning resources. Now, for example, the learning resources, as you can see, there are different tiles, and each tile has a specific aspect or competency which it focuses on. Say, for example, we choose classroom communication, and let's just click on that and see what happens. So yeah, so classroom communication, this section focuses on or how a teacher should communicate with her or his students, deliver her or his lessons in an impactful manner, and how one could manage the classroom in a manner that enhances learning or maximizes learning. So that's what the section talks about. Now, within classroom communication, you'll see different envelopes like classroom management techniques, and there's a whole write-up of what classroom management techniques mean. And then just below that, you could see the different blocks, and these blocks are actually resources. And these are the resources which we have collated from the internet and I've made available to you. Now, what happens? What we've typically seen is, okay, you would want to you could go to Google and you type in classroom communication, and lots and lots of resources pop up. But it's not always that each resource or every resource is of that requisite quality. And so that's what we've done for you. We've collated the resources, we've gotten in touch with the authors of these resources, and then we've made these available on MyCENTA. And the selection rate is actually quite low. And I think from what I understand from our content team, it's just 10%. So 10% of the resources that we collate, only those make the final cut, and those are made available to you on MyCENTA. So for example, let's just take a resource like this is on decluttering. Now, and you click on it, you'll get a different, you'll see a pop-up which has a little bit of a description about what this resource is about, which language it is in, what's the complexity of the resource, and so forth. And then you see the button to view resource. Now, if you click on that button, the resource is going to get loaded in your phone itself. So we'll just wait for the resource to load. Yeah, there it is. Right. So yeah, so this resource is about decluttering a classroom, and you can spend your time, going through this resource. That's it. Okay. So once you've had a chance to go through the resource, you can just click on the done button at the top, and you okay, so Umesh feels that I'm just going a little bit fast, so he's asked me to slow down, so I'll do that. So so once you've had a chance to look at the resource, you close it and you come back to this page, and say if you like the resource, you can just give it a 5-star rating. And it's actually helpful because it allows us to know what's the resources that you like, and we'll look for more of such resources and make it available to the teacher community. So let's just do it with another, on for example. So this is about delivery of content. And okay, so we've got something called the 3 R's here. And the 3 R's, again, this resource is in English. It's not basic in complexity, it's slightly above that, intermediate, has a description again. And it's a blog actually. So let's take a look at this as well. Okay, so let's just wait for the resource to load. I think I may have a network issue, so I'm just going to switch off my Wi-Fi and then probably use this on my phone.
So, Priyanka here, just for everyone's reference, what we have done here, as Karthik was explaining, curated the resources available on internet and categorized them to various competencies and mapped them in terms of their complexity levels, etc., and categorize them in relevant categories so that you, if when you want to understand about a particular competency, then you can do that in a very focused and structured manner.
Sure. So we're back, and let's just open another tile. Let's just see assessment and remediation now. And as the name suggests, this section solely focuses on assessment and remediation and the different aspects of it. Assessment objectives, PCK for assessment, remediation and communication. So let's just see what's there in remediation and communication. And again, there's this whole write-up about it, so that just to set the context. And let's check this resource out by Stacy RF, and the language is English. Complexity is it's a basic resource. It's quite simple to understand. And this again is a blog. So again, same drill. You click on the view resource button, and the resource will open up in your phone screen itself. You don't have to navigate away. Right. So that's the resource. And you can again go through the resource. And once you're done, you can, as I said, click on the done button and you'll come back. And let's say I just loved the resource, or, oh, okay, this resource was okay. I'm just going to give it 3 stars then. And then my feedback's getting recorded. And this is going to help the other teachers to, who come back just to see how well a particular resource was received and if they should read it or move on or hop onto another resource. So that's the learning section. And so that's the first part of the learning section where we talked about the curated learning resources. And I'll probably, I just want to play it by there. Should I take a break now and should, I think, and wait for some questions to come in, or should I just complete the learning section and then, take the questions?
Karthik, let's just take a break right now and
Sure.
let people understand and walk through some of the tiles, etc. And they can
Sure.
ask their questions in the chat so that we
Sure.
can help them, guide them, and give them a bit of time to browse through it. And then we can
Sure.
take the next section. I hope that'll be
Sure.
okay with everyone.
Sure.
Yes, sure.
So
Yeah.
I think we're getting a few questions that I could not get the resources section as it was too fast. Apologies for that. Let's just do it again then. So I think yeah.
Yeah, Karthik. If you're ready, it's fine. Or else there was a question: is there like any course for the school leadership? So I think like definitely there are many such courses, right?
Yes, there are. So we have we are collaborating with Manipal University on a postgraduate certificate program for both teachers and school leaders. So the program for teachers is going to start in the month of October, and the program for school leaders is, I think we'll be rolling it out in a couple of months after that. So the details are there on our website, www.centa.org, and you'll get the details there. But we definitely do have a course for school leaders as well. Yes.
Sure. All right. Thank you, Karthik.
Yeah. Uh, okay, so I see a couple of questions where people are saying that they do not see the learning resource. So while we are on the home screen, the learning resource button it's not there in the side menu. It's in the bottom bar. So the bottom bar you see has four options: home, careers, learning, and forum. And the learning section, when you click on learning, it's that's a way to get to the learning section. So when you click on learning, the learning section is going to get visible. So I just clicked on that, and there we are. That's the learning section. And I'll just repeat it again. So in the learning section, we have different, we have curated resources, and these curated resources are organized into different tiles. And each tile is related to a specific competency for teachers, such as classroom communication, content development and planning, assessment and remediation, tech in ed, child learning and diversity. So and we release a new tile every 15 days. So you've got 15 days to go through a tile in detail, just understand, go through the different resources, and then decide for yourself. Okay, this is what I want to do today. This is probably something that I'll do tomorrow. And then once you've completed a tile, another 15 days will be able to see a new tile. So that's how we've paced it. And as I said, you click on a particular tile to look at which are the different aspects which are covered under that tile. So it's content development and planning, that's a competency. The different aspects are learning objectives, PCK, planning for instruction. And you click on the learning objectives. So what you get first is a module overview, which sets the context of what exactly we're trying to achieve in this section. And then post that after you've had a chance to go through it, you should start exploring the resources. And the resources are here again in a tile format, one after the other. And if you like a resource and you click on say let's just click on this activities, and this is an English language resource. It's a simple resource, the basic resource. So I mean it's easy to grasp and easy to digest, and you see a little bit of a description about what that resource is going to focus on. You click on the view resource button, and you go through the resource. And once you've had a chance to go through the resource, you can click on the done button, and you will be taken back to the MyCENTA app. And if you like the resource, you can rate it. So that's how the curated resources work in the learning resources section. So that was a quick recap. So so if it's fine, can I move on to the next part in the learning resources section?
Yes, Karthik. I think you can definitely proceed.
Sure. Sure.
So teachers, please let us know your questions in the chat box, and I or maybe Priyanka will answer them in the chat box, or we'll take them up in the next segment. All right, Karthik.
Sure.
Please go ahead.
Sure. And I'm assuming that this video is also going to be available on YouTube. So in case anyone wants to refer, they can always just go back there and take a look at it. Is that the case?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we are live on YouTube channel, so
Sure.
participants can actually watch the video anytime
Sure.
they want.
Great. Yeah. So the next part in the learning resources section is the online courses from CENTA and the affiliated partner resources. Now, the learning resources, the first part of the section that we, we just went through, that part is completely free for all, and all the resources in there are absolutely free of cost. We've curated it from the internet and we've made that available for you. We've made that available to you. Now, this section, the second part of the section, it's the different partner organizations which have affiliated their teacher training modules to the CENTA standards, which is the framework of teacher competencies that I was talking about earlier. So you'll be able to see products from different partners such as Oxford University Press, Pearson, Heymath, Ed6, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. So for example, let's just take Oxford University Press, for example. So Oxford University Press has affiliated all its modules, all its teacher training modules to CENTA standards. And there are, I believe, 21 modules in total, and that are available for teachers. And so, yeah, there are modules like critical thinking strategies for enhancement, integrating a music-based approach to teaching fraction. Then I guess there's a module on inculcating 21st century skills in students. There's some module on how how a sense of chronology could be developed in kids and so forth. So all the modules are listed here. So if there's something which catches your eye, such as this, you can click on that. Okay, so this is something which tells us about chronology and what are the strategies you could use to help students connect with an event in history and the implications of that event. And if you feel that, okay, this is something which I'm excited about, let me buy it, you can just add it to your cart. And then that module is going to be added to your cart, and then you can save your cart, and then you can proceed towards purchasing it. So that's how this section works. These modules these modules are paid, and the price is mentioned there alongside each module. And in case you feel that you like a module and you would want to utilize it in your classroom, you can purchase that module on MyCENTA. And similarly, Heymath is another partner, affiliate partner. And again, as I said, Heymath modules are mapped to CENTA standards. And let's and of course the modules here are organized by class. Let's see if we have something for higher classes. Say, there are tons of it. I think there are 40 odd modules. Let's say we would want to, or your maths teacher, you would want a module to help you teach number and operations to your to your kids in 7th grade. So I think that this module is something that you could possibly look at. And there are the details again. This is what you get as part of this module. Again, you can add it to your cart, and then proceed towards making the payment. And then once you've purchased, that confirmation will be sent to your email along with how you get access those modules, and so that's how it happens. So that's the second part of the learning resource section. So there's this part which is completely free. Those are the curated learning resources that are available free of cost. That's the first part. And then just below that, there are the different courses, online courses, modules, workshops, webinars from our different partners who have affiliated their programs to CENTA standards, and you can purchase them on MyCENTA. So, so that's the learning resource section. I think should we move on to the next section?
Sure, Karthik. We can move on, but let us hold on for 10 to 15 seconds.
Sure,
So if teachers, you have questions, let us know your questions in the chat box. I see Priyanka is already answering questions in the chat box. And still, if you feel there are some questions which have been missed or which you feel you want to ask again, please surely let us know in the chat box. So I'll just hold on for 10 more seconds.
Sure.
So Rashmi ma'am, the recording will be there on our YouTube channel. So I'll share the link to our YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can watch all the recorded sessions. We have made a playlist named as live classes. So all the video recordings are there in that playlist. So please do log in into the app. So to have better practical knowledge now during the session. So I'll share the link once again. So you can click on this link directly from your Android or Apple phone. And then on Android, you can click on the option which says like allow to come onto home screen or something like that. Then you will see an icon on your home screen on your Android phone. And I think that option might not be available on Apple phone, but still you can use it through the browser. Is that
Yeah,
correct, Karthik?
yeah, you can use it through the browser. And let me see if I can, show how you need to pin it, using an Apple phone. Just give me 1 second. Uh, yeah, so let's open MyCENTA, m.centa.org, and this is Safari that I'm using. And so you'll be able to see an icon in the bottom bar, which is in the shape of a box with an upward arrow. And so that's when you click on that button, because this MyCENTA is already, yeah. So you see this option of add to home screen there. So that's how you do it on an iPhone. You open m.centa.org in your Safari browser, and this is anyways the box with an upward arrow. That button is anyways a staple part of your bottom bar, and then when you click on it, you'll get the option of adding it to your home screen, and that's how you do it on an iPhone.
All right. Thank you, Karthik. So
Yeah.
can you scroll down a bit and
Sure.
show the
I'm just going
resources?
back to the home screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Learning resources section again.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
Gopal Krishna sir, so I see like you have like question on like how science teacher can use like Priyanka has already answered, but let me just take this opportunity. So in the learning resources, definitely I think you can search and find science resources, or apart from that, as Priyanka said, you can check sample quizzes, you can take TQ for science, and you can understand your strength and development areas. So I hope this will answer your question, Gopal Krishna sir. All right, over to you, Karthik. We can move to next section.
Sure. So the next section was I just took a look at the slide, and it was quiz and survey. So let's just check that section out. So again, from the hamburger menu, we'll go the left menu. We'll go to the quizzes and surveys section. And again, this is something where we keep on adding quizzes on a weekly basis. And you will be able to find subject knowledge quizzes here. You'll be able to find common quizzes here. If we are running some surveys to gather the inputs of teachers on a specific thing, you'll find those surveys in here. So all of those would be visible here. Now, the thing about these quizzes is that, you can take up the quiz, and you get what do we say, the answer analysis of it in real time, and also you get a score in real time. So I just clicked on a tile, and I think I'm taking up the science quiz here. It says middle school science, and so yeah, I'm just gonna choose an option. I'm not sure if this is even correct, but yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, so okay, yeah, it was correct. Thank you. So so you get the answer in real time, and then it'll tell you, okay, so this is why a specific answer is correct, or this is why a specific option is correct, and this is why the other options are incorrect. Similarly, that there's another question in here. So let's just again, uh, just try doing this. Okay, so yeah, again, I've got another a detailed analysis of why that answer was correct or incorrect. And then there's another question again. and let's just try completing this quiz and see what we get at the end of it. I think Mr. Sridhar is asking, is there a higher math quiz? Yes, sir. We make quizzes, we add quizzes on a weekly basis. Right now, we have middle school quizzes in there, but we'll soon be making available, secondary math and senior secondary math quizzes on MyCENTA. So again, here, and that was the analysis, quite a detailed one. And okay, let's just, okay, I got it wrong. So here again, you get the detailed analysis. You click on next. There's another question. Okay, let's just choose another option. Then, okay, again, you get the detailed answer analysis of why a specific option is correct, why something is incorrect. The question. I'm just trying to complete this quiz because what I want to show is, yeah, this section, check total score. So once you answer all the questions, you will be able to, yeah, so I did quite poorly. I just got 1 out of 11. So yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, that's what this section has, quizzes and surveys. So it gives you a detailed, I mean, you can answer the question, you can check if it's correct or not. You will get a detailed analysis of why a specific option is correct, why something is incorrect, and at the end of it, you also get a score. So what this does is, of course, it's exciting, but more importantly, it also tells you, this is something that you are good at. This is something that you should potentially improve on. And why not, you just, after you've taken a quiz, let's just hop into the learning resources section. Let's see if I have got, we've got learning resources pertaining to that specific competency. Let's just try to read some stuff up, and then let's see if that's going to improve our score the next time we take the quiz. So that's the idea behind quizzes and the quizzes section. And of course, these quizzes are a staple part of MyCENTA, and today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is again a quiz day. And you have another quiz that's available on the home screen itself. So once you guys have time, you can always go there and check that quiz out and see if you can answer how many questions you can get right. So yeah, so that was on the quizzes section. Quite straightforward.
Karthik, there was a question on reward points as well. So if you can just take it up subsequently, I'm just highlighting it because I'm not answering it in the chat. So you can probably highlight that as well. Thank you.
Sure. I'll do that. Yeah. So any questions on the quiz section? Or should we move on to the next section of the app?
So I think most of the questions have been answered. So basically, yeah. So please, teachers, let your questions come in. If you feel your questions were not answered, let them come in the chat box. So there's one question right now, like, are there quizzes available on English language and literature for class 9? I think these quizzes are mostly for teachers, right, Karthik?
Yes, they are. They are for teachers.
Yeah, so it will not be available for class 9 students, right?
I think the question is it available for class 9 teachers, like teachers who teach grade 9? I think that may be the question. And if that's the question, then yes, we will be making these quizzes available. We add quizzes on a regular basis, and right now the app has middle school quizzes, but we'll be adding secondary school and senior secondary school quizzes in the coming weeks.
All right, and these quizzes are exclusively for teachers.
Yeah, I mean, they're meant for teachers. They test for subject knowledge, pedagogy, teaching practices, and so forth.
Yeah, teacher. So these quizzes are only for teachers, as Karthik said. All right. So Karthik, before we move on, I would like to release a poll.
Sure.
So teachers, I'm going to release a poll, and right now, like, how comfortable do you feel with MyCENTA? Like, you have explored the app with Karthik, and how would you rate this session? So I'm going to launch this poll. There are two questions in the poll. First one is about how comfortable do you feel now with MyCENTA? If you were not able to practice it with Karthik, no problem. You can always like go back and practice because you have watched Karthik doing it practically here. So let us know frankly, what you feel. And then the second question is about how would you rate this session? So kindly let us know your true feedback, which will help us improve our upcoming sessions. So I see only 32 teachers have answered the poll. So I would request all the teachers to please take 10 seconds and please try to answer two questions on the poll. The poll will be available on your screen. If you are not able to see the poll, you might have swiped your screen if you are using mobile. So please try and come back to the main screen where you will be able to see the poll.
And I have
So
a
I'll,
small request. There are 5
yeah.
teachers I see who have marked I do not feel comfortable at all with MyCENTA. I appreciate your feedback. And if you can write to us at team@centa.org, we would try our best to get in touch with you directly and walk you through MyCENTA in more details, because we would love to get your feedback on why things are not comfortable for you. Maybe it's the pace of the session, etc. But we would really want to help you. So if you can drop us an email at team@centa.org, we would get back to you. Anyone else also, if you think the pace of the session is a bit too fast and you're not able to follow everything which we are talking about, do write to us at this address and we will definitely get back to you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Priyanka. I would encourage teachers to please take part in the poll. Let us know your opinion through this poll. And also Priyanka has shared the email address, which is team@centa.org. If you have very specific questions about this app, you can definitely write to them. And please do not worry, as you have the recording on our YouTube channel, you can always go back and watch the video and try it while you're watching the video and learn at your own pace. So I would request all the teachers to take like 5 seconds more to answer the poll. The poll will be up for like more 5 to 6 seconds. All right, thank you, teachers. Thank you for your feedback. I'm going to end the poll right now. So Karthik, over to you.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Amish. Uh, sure. So let's just get to the next part of the app, and that one is discussion forums. Now, this is something that we've added recently to MyCENTA. Now, the thing is, we launched MyCENTA sometime last year, even though the community was already, I mean, it was huge. I mean, with the platform itself got launched only last year. And so since we've launched the platform, one of the most requested features was, a space where teachers could interact with each other. If they have any questions, they could ask fellow teachers these questions, and try to get solutions for for some of the issues that they're facing in the classroom, or if there's something that they feel has worked for them, and that's something that they would want to share with a wider audience, a space for that, a space to engage on different things. So that was one of the most requested features, and that's something that we've taken cognizance of that, and we've added that feature to MyCENTA, and it's called the MyCENTA forum. Now, this is the space, as I said, where you can ask questions, start new discussions, comment and share resources, and support fellow teachers with their day-to-day teaching activities. So one thing, what's important here is to access this forum, you should make sure that your profile section is fully filled, like as in your first name, last name, email address, everything is fully filled. Now, once that is done, and maybe you could do it after the session, you click on the Start Discussing Now button, and post that you would be directed to the MyCENTA forum. We'll just wait for the forum to load. It takes a few seconds. Yes. Yeah. So this is the MyCENTA forum, and what you see here is different discussions which are under different hats, as we saw in the learning section, there are resources pertaining to subject expertise wasn't there, but classroom communication, content development and planning, child learning and diversity, student assessment and remediation. Similarly, what we've done here is to, organize the discussions and streamline the whole thing. We have organized the different, the threads of discussions into different categories. And what you can do is, whatever category you feel comfortable with or you want to explore, you can click on that and you can see the different types of, resources or the different types of threads which are live under that particular category. Now, for example, let's go to child learning and diversity, for example. And so here we can see, yeah. So yeah, so this is a discussion. This is a sample discussion that has happened under child learning and diversity, where someone by the name of Ms. Swapna has, shared her thoughts, and then someone else has replied to what they think about it, and some other people have replied to it as well. So that's how the whole section works. If you feel something, if you feel that you have a resource that you want to share with someone, or you would want to get the thoughts of other teachers from or on a specific thing, you can go to the MyCENTA forum and MyCENTA forum, and then initiate a thread of discussion, and then other teachers could respond to that thread, and then you can have a discussion on that specific topic. Similarly, you come across a great resource, just go to the MyCENTA forum, post that resource, and you'll be able to, and others will be able to view the resource, comment on it, and share their thoughts about it. So and we this teacher from our community, he's from Nigeria, and he shared his experience on how they have been using technology in the current lockdown period. I was following this thread a few weeks back, and it's a really interesting thread, and I think this is one of the things that you should definitely check out once you start accessing the forum. So yeah, so that's that. And so let's just see how we post something on the forum. So it's quite intuitive. So you click on a new topic, you see the new topic button, you click on the new topic, and okay, so let's say, how do sorry okay how do I ensure positive reinforcement in my class? This is a sample. I mean, let's just see. And this could be a part of classroom management. And I mean, okay, and then I could type in a message here. Please help me with some strategies. And okay, if you want to upload a picture, you could do that, whatever. So, and then you click on create topic, and that topic is going to get created. So the next time someone else logs in to the MyCENTA app, they'd see that this topic is already there. How do I ensure positive reinforcement in my classroom? And then the good Samaritans among you would come in and respond to those queries, and help help a fellow teacher. So that's the idea behind the MyCENTA forum. As I said, it's a space for you to connect with each other. It's a space for you to connect with potentially 150,000 teachers from across the country. Share resources with them, respond to their queries, get your queries resolved, share best practices, and so forth. So that's what this section is all about. And we'll also be launching a groups feature shortly in this in this space. It's going to work similar to a Facebook group, in the sense that it'll have people from common geography, teaching common subjects, teaching common grades, from a similar board maybe, together, and it's a space for you to again share stuff, message each other, be each other's mentors, help each other out, share resources, have discussions, and so forth. So that's something that's going to get launched soon, and we'll keep all of you posted on that. So that was on the forum. And any questions?
So, Karthik, I think we do
Yep.
not have any questions right now.
Mhm.
So, are we done with this session, or is there
Yeah,
anything
so
you
I
would
think
like
there's
to
just
cover?
one little thing
Mm.
in here, which is, two things. One is, of course, we touched it briefly in the opportunities, section. The opportunities section, you can go to careers from, the bottom bar, and then you will be able to see the opportunities which are there on MyCENTA. And these are opportunities which are, say, in case you're looking for an online teaching opportunity, in case, you feel that you can go through it, and you feel that this is something that you are suited for and you would like doing it, you could apply for that opportunity. And as soon as you apply, you'll get an email confirmation first from us with the next steps on how the process would work for that specific opportunity. So in case anytime you're looking for opportunities, you're looking something to do on a part-time basis and a full-time basis, you can come here, check out the opportunity section, and then apply for opportunities, and the team is going to get in touch with you. So that was one. And the other part was, of course, the MyCENTA blog. Now, this again is one of the most loved sections of the whole MyCENTA platform. And I think the blog has around 90 pieces right now. And these are all writings, pieces contributed by our own teacher community, and about what they feel, their poems in it. There are, opinion pieces in it. There are short stories in it. Everything's in there. And this is something which a lot of our teachers like and appreciate, because it's a space for them to express their creativity. I think that's what the tagline of the banner says as well: give wings to your creativity. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then, of course, if you like a blog, you can initiate a thread of conversation below the blog itself. So that's, and in case you feel that you would like your writings to be featured on the blog section in MyCENTA, and share it with teachers across the country, then send us your blogs to team@centa.org. It's in there. It's in the section itself. We've mentioned that on the banner. Team@centa.org is the email address. You can send across your opinion pieces, your writings, your poems, your short stories to us, and we'll feature them in this section. So yeah, so that was on the blogs. And I think there was one small point which Priyanka was mentioning, which is about reward points. Yeah, so reward points is basically uh, yeah, I mean, it's like the more you interact with the app, the more reward points you gain. And like you sign up on the app, you get a set of points. You refer other people to join the MyCENTA platform, you get a set of points. You register for a certification, you get a set of points. You take up a quiz, you get a set of points. You rate a resource, you review a resource for us, you get a set of points. You participate in discussion, you get a set of points, and so forth. So the more you interact with the app, the more points you gain. And yeah, of course, these are people who are currently on the leaderboard. Yeah, my rank is, yeah, I mean, I'm quite far away from the leaderboard, but that's fine. But yeah, so I mean, if you want to get more details about how the reward point structure works, you could refer to this document which is there in the section on how MyCENTA reward points could be earned. So, and yeah, we're also soon be providing, we're also soon going to be providing you a way for you to monetize these reward points in some way and use it for, say, a workshop or a resource, or even in another store or an online store. So we're going to be we're working on that, and we'll be doing that shortly. And as I said, making avenues available for you to monetize your reward points. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. That's pretty much it. I think. Uh,
Um,
so yeah.
yeah, Karthik.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've
Yeah,
covered
Umesh, I
all the
think we are
sections.
good from our side. If there are any last moment queries from anyone, we would be very happy to take them up. Or as we are already mentioned in the chat, that we would really love to hear from all of you who are attending the webinar. In case you have any further queries or something is not clear, and feel free to check out the recording of the webinar on TAX YouTube channel, and get back to either them or to us for any queries.
Yeah, Priyanka. Thank you so much, Karthik. So, like, very excited to. It was very good to see so many opportunities for teachers for professional development or certification or any career opportunities. That was like really good things like for teachers. Teachers, let us know your questions in the chat box, or you can also like write to team@centa.org, or I'm going to like share a feedback form with all the teachers. You can also fill this feedback form, and if there are any specific questions regarding MyCENTA app, we will take it up with the MyCENTA team or the Centa team. Um, all right, so I would like to like release a poll before we move on to the next part. So teachers, I would request you to please participate in this poll. This will help us um, know that I hope you're able to see the poll on the screen. Yeah. So let us know if you're going to recommend MyCENTA to your friends and colleagues. And this is a simple question which with two options. Like, let us know if you're going to recommend the MyCENTA app to other teachers. So, Sridhar sir, as like said, with reward points, you can like I mean, you will get reward points when like somebody refers you or something like that, and the team is trying to monetize it, which means you can purchase some online courses, or you can purchase some things from MyCENTA itself, right, Karthik?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Um, Sorry, Shashi sir. So right now we do not provide any e-certificate for participation. All right. So thank you, teachers, for answering the poll. I'll end the poll, and I will hand over the session to Raisa for a minute. Raisa, over to you. Raisa, are you there?
Yes, Umesh, I'm here. Hello, teachers, and thank you so much for joining and participating in our webinar today. And really a big thanks to Priyanka and Karthik for coming in and informing our teachers about this wonderful app. I'm very, very sure that teachers have found a lot of value in this. And teachers, please go ahead, explore the app. If you have questions, write to team@centa.org. I think Umesh can put that once again in the chat box. You can find the recording of this session if you have missed any part on our YouTube channel. Yeah, we would just like to thank all of you all for being here today.
Thank you once again for your time and TAG team for organizing this session with this wonderful group of audience. Thanks a lot, everyone, again. And have a good day. Do take care.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you.
We will be here for a couple of minutes. In case there are any other questions that you want us to take, we'll be happy to do that.
Yes, teachers, please let us know your questions. We'll be here for like 2 to 3 more minutes. And I've also shared the schedule for upcoming classes. So please do register for our tomorrow's session, which is on Google Forms by Chandani ma'am. So Chandani ma'am is going to show how to use autocorrect feature for English subject, and she will explore forms for math, and also you will be discovering like the exciting rewards feature for your students on Google Forms. So please do sign up if you have not already signed up, and tomorrow we will meet same at 3 p.m. You can also pass the meeting link to another teacher groups and with your other teacher friends who can benefit out of this session.